Yeah, I know, same shit. It's one of those days where I just get up and I can't stop doing things. Haven't even showered yet. But man, I'm gonna get my hair cut in the next few days, hopefully. God, I hate it being this song. It's ridiculous. It looks a bit like a young Snoop hairdo, or you could say a longer version of Jack Harlow or such and such. Alright, enough about my fucking hair. So, man, some days, yesterday I talked about sadness, and funnily enough, it's like today I woke up in just anger. Like, you want to go to a bar and start a fight, which of course I would never do because, you know, even in the teenage years, you realize how ridiculous and stupid that was. I'll never forget, um, these two kids wanted to fight. One of them was one of my good friends, and I was like excited because I knew he was gonna beat dude's ass. And my other good friend is stopped it, and I'll never forget that because I'm like, God, I was wanting a fight. Like, fights are sick, man. Even without the crazy fights now where it's just so unfair, where you'll get fucking, someone will poke you in the eye, someone will use any weapon they can, etc. There's no nobility, honor. There was at least somewhat of that in fighting, and just different era, way different era back. Anyways, yeah, but I just feel this anger today. Like I just can't. Um, I don't know. I just gotta be doing something. But you know that nasty feeling where you just doing something, and you could be working hard on being productive, but it's just like you have this like gross feeling the entire time, this gross like almost fight or flight, and you're trying to use the fight, but even then it's still there type of thing. Probably part of the benzo cut, but of course this can happen at any time, just like the sadness I mentioned in the last video. So hope it improves a bit, but no big deal. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now, man. I need to take I'm gonna try to do things to calm me down. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna, a big problem, and I think that creates anger for sure is not. You need to be doing something physical, whether man or woman. Women seem to excel more with the aerobic things rather than bodybuilding, though that can be great for women too. But in my case, absolutely in love with bro bodybuilding. I hate to use the word bodybuilding because yeah, very casual with it, but I go harder than anyone I've ever met. And God, that's another thing that makes me angry. I'll have to say, it's like, man, I need to move up in this world. I need people that are winners around me. I've always been looking for them and not necessarily finding them. You think you find them more in college, especially in the honors program. Like, I, you know, UJ finesses because they technically have the most Rhodes Scholars, at least they did back in the day, because the honors program is crazy. Like, it's very difficult to get in. It's not like Ivy League or some shit like that, but some Ivy Leaguers actually, hence the Rhodes Scholarships, go to the honors program because they kind of get the best of both worlds. All these fucking Athens with women is just unfair. One of the greatest in the world, though. Probably since I've been there, it's not probably, almost certainly it's degraded a lot. But man, the woman in the South, they really try, and they adapted to you know, not a boomer's desire for a body. They you know, the more body that kind of developed with all of these men hooked on porn type of shit. It is what it is, and God is so ridiculous. Like, it's hilarious. There's a song by O3 Greedo, very underrated rapper, The Wolf of Great Street. Man, I listen to that record all day when I'm working. It's brilliant. But here's a song that says, "I can't believe I ain't fuck yet. Son, I'm in Buckhead." Right? And I'm like, I can believe that because it's 5 times fucking harder in Buckhead. Like, you have to bring girls if you want to, you know. Like, you got to bring girls, pretty much. In Athens, girls will come up to you. You know, it was like, they came up to my friend. He was very attractive. And we're just like, would we just come up and kiss him and stuff? And then when I got older, the same thing happened to me. And God, oh man, the gel, you can just feel the negative energy of everyone in the room. Because, like, in the club, they would literally see the girl come up to me, start making out, whatever. Like I said, it's a degenerate, and I've been in a long-term relationship for a very long time, so I feel somewhat comfortable talking about this because it's just very, very much the old me, completely dead. But I found it amusing that it's kind of at a, you know, more of a baby face. The older I get, even when I kind of was getting super sick, I still would do better. Like, every year, it got better, and it got to the point really right before I was in my one and only relationship, which of course became a beautiful marriage, and saved my life in many ways, and it's just the best thing that ever happened to me, truly. I know it's a cliche, and go ahead and call me a simp. You little kids. You little kids, you don't know shit. And, but yeah, man, see, look, I have a pen in my hand this whole time. I'm just jamming it, because I'm just filled with rage, man. Just one of those days. You know, man, I can't say it because I don't want to be too graphic, but, like, here's the thing. Like, I remember plenty of days like that working, right? And you would just be pacing, pacing, pacing. And, you know, a certain, you know, the especially when you're younger, a certain, you could say Freudian urge takes over, and it's just like, God, you pacing, 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 pacing. And if you, get that urge relieved in the proper way, not the degenerate, you know, monkey way, I found that could help. Though a lot of times I wouldn't have, you know, uh, people staying over. I didn't even know what Uber was until I learned from a moment. So, anyways, I apologize, but it is what it is. It was my whole life. So, man, hopefully this anger subsides a bit, and at least I've been writing a lot. I've actually found it hard to read, which is odd because I've already read the past 2 days. I've read 2 books, two full books, like basically 150 pages each. Not impressive by any means. Anyone could do that, and I know I can read 3 times faster once I get healthy, at least. So it's like more like that 150 pages would be minimum 300 pages and then less time. Math, right? I'm so good at math. I used to be. But yeah. So the only thing you can do on days like this, just like I mentioned my depression video, accept it, use it as a test, and just use the fight. Don't fight. If you use the fight, man, you're gonna be filled with some nasty things, and you're just gonna be like, what the hell do I do? The only thing you can really do is just work your ass off, and you combine that with trying to calm down as well. So yeah, same shirt. Great show. You know, I watched the podcast. He was literally had the exact outfit on, including this like chain that looked very similar to this. But oh yeah. One more thing. Yesterday, I'm like, man, that was the most productive day yesterday. I'm like, man, I need to wear a watch because you know you got the sleeves pulled off with the long sleeve. Gotta wear a watch, and I couldn't find it. And guess what? It was literally right next to where I record, literally on the table. Like it almost made me think it's like, man, maybe I need to be more Eastern minded because so many times you already have what you need in front of you, and obviously this tangible with the watch, but it it goes so much deeper than that. You will be surprised at what you have if you can make so much out of what you have. Hell, you can make so much out of nothing. Humans are just incredible creatures, and I thank God that I was born, I was alive, and it's just like, hey man, like I did a lot of things, I experienced a lot of things, and I feel like at this point in my life, I owe it not only to atone for my sins, which I didn't even necessarily know were sins, but only have hit me, even though I was a believer in God for years, but it only truly hit me when I gave myself to Christ, which is something to think about. You know, I'm not no dummy. This is real things. Um, Infinitely complicated. I'm not go. I'm gonna make a post soon about how I'm gonna start putting Christianity in the background because I really don't think it should be in the front ground. I think it should be shown by action. It's like basically it's like someone sees you and like, wow, that's incredible, and it's like, oh, he's a Christian afterwards type of thing. And I cover Mr. Morale's Complex album, Kendrick Lamar, and take from that and combine that into kind of my own perception. It's been a long time coming. I hope it comes out tomorrow. I'm not quite sure. I'm kind of going on a downward slant again. It is what it is. There's a lot of happy things that are coming very soon. Just gotta endure. Just gotta endure. All right. Man, maybe I'll go play some piano. That can definitely calm me down. I remember middle school when the hormones was raging, and I was too scared to have sex, even though I had offer. Well, really one offer, and the piano is something else. There's a reason that, in particular, when you're a teenager, God just gotta cultivate discipline and transmute things rather than doing the opposite, because doing the opposite will set you up for failure. You're not saying you can't overcome that, of course. You can overcome anything. You can be in your 60s and overcome a mountain of vices and become a multi-millionaire. It's happened so many times. Alright, so man, hopefully I covered some things to think about in this video. I hope I'm getting a little better. The problem is, unfortunately, even though I may be getting better at video, I'm also gonna start getting worse as the benzo taper continues. Because I'm just, my mind will be motion and such and such, but still gonna keep going. Still gonna keep going, and if I feel particularly brain dead, maybe I'll start writing more notes out and such and such before I start a video to give me a help so I can keep the quality up. Okay? Anyways, feel the love, man. Love you guys. I'll see you later.